My fiance's parents invited me to an extravagant dinner, but told me that they forgot their wallets and expected me to pay because I am a doctor. So I walked out. I just got engaged to my fiance, Sam. We do not live together because we're waiting till marriage, given he and his family are highly conservative Christians, but they're nice and lovable people, or so I thought. I had plans to spend New Year's Eve with Sam, but he said he was out for a New Year's Eve dinner celebration with his parents. Then they called me again, inviting me to join them, and I happily did. His parents were there. They welcomed me and ordered many desserts and drinks. We celebrated and had a great time until it was time to pay. I pulled my wallet out of my bag and let them know we'd split the check. Sam mumbled, "No, you don't have to. We invited you." But I insisted. He and his parents then stared at me. I asked what was wrong, and both Mil and File said they didn't have money on them. I was shocked when I turned to Sam, and he said he had left his wallet at home and didn't bring enough money to cover even one round of drinks. His dad laughed nervously. "All right, so I guess we should let the doctor pay." I was taken aback. I said I'm sorry, but no. This is just so much money to spend on one dinner by myself, and I didn't think I was expected to pay the entire bill. Sam said I should pay, and he'd pay me back later, but I said no since I knew he would have to get a job to pay that much. I said I was sorry, but this wasn't the first time he and his family put me in this situation. I was expected to rescue them after they somehow forgot their wallets, and expected others to pay hundreds for their extravagant dinner. I told them I'd only pay for what I had, and that's it. He and his parents were shocked. They started arguing about how I had the potential to pay right there and then, but I was acting as if they were strangers, not family. But that doesn't mean I'm obligated to pay. How could someone go out to a fancy restaurant, order so many dishes, desserts, and drinks without bringing money? Sam begged that I just do it and call it a night, but I refused. The argument got heated, and then I got up and walked out. Sam called later at 2 a.m., yelling that I ruined the New Year's Eve celebration and made his parents suffer because I refused to pay the bill. Instead, I acted selfishly and paid only for myself after they were gracious enough to invite me. I told him how unfair it was to pay. Even if I have a good salary, it doesn't mean I want to spend it all on fancy dinners. He didn't reply. He just said he'd pray that his parents would let this go and not resent me after I damaged the relationship with them. I told him that I was hurt and disappointed. It felt like they were taking advantage of me. I'm more than willing to contribute and share costs, but being ambushed like this was humiliating and disrespectful. How can I trust that this won't keep happening in the future? Sam didn't respond immediately, and I could hear him breathing heavily over the phone. Finally, he said, "You don't understand how my family works. We're supposed to support each other, especially in times of need." I retorted, "I understand supporting each other, but this felt like manipulation, not support." "You and your parents planned this dinner without even bringing your wallets? How does that show respect towards me? I think we need to postpone the engagement. Until we can work through these issues, I don't think it's right to move forward." There was a long pause before he responded. "I see. I'll pray on this. Goodbye."